Hey Dolphin fam, I have merch. It's a metal cup with a straw. You can drink hot and cold out of it. And the writing you knew is in glow in the dark. You get a free gift. And who wants to purchase it? Hey, how's everybody doing today? So, I just want to say hello to everyone that just popped in. Hello, SA Laghari. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Shrinking Sharon, hello. Miss April, hello. Hello, Mr. Brooklyn, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Hello, Regina, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate y'all. So I'm going to try this again because, last time I had issues with the internet. We're going to try this again. And I'll probably delete the other one because I don't want to do copies of, the videos. So basically, we're going to be talking about postpartum depression. It's true. It's real. A lot of people don't think it's real, but it is definitely a real thing. Definitely a real thing. A lot of men take it as women are trying to maybe get extra rest. No, it's real. It's actually a depression that you go through after having a child. That's why it's called postpartum depression. So let me read to you what postpartum depression is. Hey, hello, Lorraine. How are you? Thank you for coming in. All right. So what is postpartum depression? Postpartum depression is a mental health illness that affects women after giving birth. For some women, it is normal to feel the baby blues for a few weeks after giving birth. With postpartum depression, feelings of sadness, loneliness, worthlessness, restlessness, anxiety last much longer than a few weeks. After having a baby, many women have mood swings. One minute they feel happy, and the next minute they start to cry. They may feel a little depressed, have a hard time concentrating, lose their appetite, or find that they can't sleep well, even when the baby is asleep. These symptoms usually start about 3 to 4 days after delivery and may last several days. Okay, if you're a new mother and have any of these symptoms, you may have baby blues. The baby blues are considered a normal part of early motherhood and usually go away within 10 days after delivery. So your symptoms for postpartum depression is feeling sad or down often, frequent crying or tearfulness, feeling restlessness, irritable or anxious, loss of interest or pleasure in life, loss of appetite, less energy and motivation to do things, difficulty sleeping, including trouble falling asleep, trouble staying asleep, or sleeping more than usual, feeling worthlessness, hopelessness, or guilty, unexplained weight loss or gain, feeling like life isn't worth living, showing little interest in your baby, not feeling attached to your baby. Although many women get depressed right after childbirth, some women don't begin to feel depressed until several weeks or months later. Depression that occurs within 6 months of childbirth may be postpartum depression. In rare cases, a woman may develop postpartum psychosis. This is very serious disease. It includes all the symptoms in postpartum depression, as well as thoughts of hurting yourself or hurting your baby. What causes postpartum depression? The exact cause isn't known. Hormone level change during pregnancy and right after childbirth. Those hormone changes may produce chemical changes in the brain. This plays a part in causing depression. Postpartum depression is more likely to occur if you have had any of the following: previous postpartum depression, depression not related to pregnancy, severe premenstrual syndrome, a difficult or very stressful marriage or relationship, few family members or friends to talk to or depend on, stressful life events during pregnancy or after childbirth, such as severe illness during pregnancy, premature birth, or difficulty in delivery. How is postpartum depression diagnosed? Schedule a visit with your doctor if you suspect you have postpartum depression. Your doctor will talk to you about your symptoms and feelings. He or she will ask you, how long have you been feeling depressed? Your doctor may have asked you to complete a questionnaire about your depression or order a blood test to check your hormone levels. Can postpartum depression be prevented or avoided? Postpartum depression cannot be prevented or avoided. However, if you have a history of depression or postpartum depression after giving birth to other children, you can prepare. Preparation might include keeping your mind and your body healthy, eat healthy during your pregnancy, exercise, learn stress reduction strategies. Once a baby is born, stay away from alcohol and caffeine. Continue to make healthy lifestyle decisions. See your doctor earlier in your pregnancy or sooner after giving birth. If you have worried, you will, if you have already worried, you will have postpartum depression. Additionally, American Academy of Family Physicians recommends screening for depression in general adult population. This includes pregnant and postpartum women. Screening efforts should focus on ensuring accurate diagnosis, effective treatment, and appropriate follow-up. Postpartum depression treatments. Postpartum depression is treated much like any other depression. Support, counseling, talk therapy, and prescription medicines. Antidepressants can help. Talk with your doctor about what treatment is best for you. If you have thoughts of hurting yourself or your baby, get help immediately. Call Suicide Hotline, a family member, call 911 or call 911. If you are breastfeeding, talk to your doctor about the benefits and risks of taking an antidepressant. Many antidepressant medicines are safe for breastfeeding infants. Your doctor can decide which medicine you can use while nursing your baby. Most importantly, Don't assume there's nothing you can do. If you are suffering from postpartum depression, help is available and you can get better. All right. So I'm looking for a phone number and they don't seem to put a phone number on here. So basically, I just want to touch base with this because a lot of people, mostly men, when their women are going through postpartum depression, they take it as, oh, it's gonna go away. You just had a baby, your hormones are out of whack. Yes, your hormones are out of whack, but basically, it's more serious than that. Sometimes it can be way more serious than that. You have a lot of women out there, and I know you guys have read about this, and I know you've heard about this. You've seen it on the news. You have women who actually do. I hate to say it. They do take their children off the earth too soon, if you know what I mean. They go, they kill their children because they're so depressed that they're going through something alone, because the men, the husbands, friends, family, it could be people in your life that don't listen to you. They just kind of like shrug it off as, you're going to get over it, it's going to go away. Well, some of them do go away. It's called baby blues. But when you have postpartum depression, it is more than baby blues. It's way more than baby blues. It's serious. It can become where you don't even like, you want to hurt yourself, you want to hurt your child, that kind of thing. So I just want to say real quick to everybody that just hopped on. Sorry, you guys. I was reading and I do get a little nervous when I read. So let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Jazzy. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Perfect timing. Thank you for coming in. Let's see. Benz, hello. Thank you for coming in. 901 Diva, thank you for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. And Simply DJ, hello. How are you guys? Thank you for coming. So, hey, Snooky, how's it going? I knew you were coming right after. Like, I knew it. I just kind of knew it. I'm not psychic, but I just knew it. But anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate that. So they do have a lot of people who think that I'm at work but listening. Okay, sweetie, I got you on that. Yeah, earlier I was shrinking. Sharon was on, and I was in the bushes. Basically, I was doing my deliveries, last minute delivery. She calls in and she needs some eggs. Anyway, so back to this. So basically, postpartum depression. It's way serious than just the baby blues, because baby blues only last for a short time, and the depression, postpartum depression, lasts a lot longer. They medicate you for that. They give you medication for that, for depression. So if you feel like you know, you want to hurt yourself or hurt your child, get help real quick. Don't wait. Don't listen to people telling you, oh, you're going to be fine. No, that is not how it works. It does not work like that. It's not something you could just turn on, turn off like a light. You just can't. Um, and I always prayed that I would never have to go through that, because I've known a couple of people who've had postpartum depression, and I know someone who's going through it right now. And I really feel bad for her. I really, really, really feel bad for her, because her husband doesn't understand. And that's the part that makes it worse. Hello, Octavia. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Hi, Irene. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Men don't understand. I'm not saying all men. You have some men who really are very, very much there and supportive. They will support you. You have some men that are not very supportive, and that's when depression becomes even worse. Um, so basically, you go through a situation where you have like a few days. That's the baby blues. Like I was saying, you have the baby blues, then you have the postpartum depression, you have psychosis goes all the way into hurting yourself or hurting your child. You feel anything anything like that. I mean, I need you guys to share this out because there is a lot of people who don't believe that this is a real thing. It is a real thing. Yes, it is, Regina. It's very real. Yes. A lot of people, they got a lot of people that are still thinking, oh, that's just something women are coming out with, like just so they can lay down and relax and let the husband do the work, or the boyfriend, or the significant other, whichever, whoever it is that's there with them. No, it's real. And you do have to help them. You do have to go through it with them. It's just what it is. If you're married and, or you have a person, or you have a boyfriend or a significant other who's been with you for a while, for a good while, and been married for years, you definitely need the support. You are a supportive friend. Oh, thank you. That is awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, you definitely, even friends, even your friends can be negative. They could be negative and say, "Oh, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine." No, that's not what it is. That's not what they need. They need you there. They need your time. They need you to be physically there, not over the phone. Hey boo, how you doing today? No. I'm knocking at the door. Come seeing that person, checking them out, making sure that they're okay. If they're going through it, they're going to need you. Especially if they, let's just say a baby daddy. A baby daddy means a person that, to me, this is what baby daddy means to me. Not only is it like a baby daddy who is not there, but I mean, to me, a baby daddy is someone who's partially there. They not married to you. They're just someone who you had a baby with. That's a baby daddy to me. So if you have a baby daddy that's not there for you, you need your friends. You need your family. Thank you, Jazzy. I appreciate that. You need your friends. You need your family. You need someone there for you. And if you're going through it, anybody who's going through this, you get help right away. Get it right away, because there's so many. I mean, I can't even emphasize on how bad it is out there with this, with women who are suffering through this. And they're not getting it. Not the people that are suffering, the people that are with them and that has not gone through it. They don't get it. They do not get it. And postpartum depression is not something that just kind of like I said, you can't turn it on and off like a light. You can't do that. I can't do it. Like, let me show you. This is not postpartum depression. You cannot turn it off and turn it back on. Hold on, let me see. This thing's not working. Oh, I'm turning the wrong thing. And you can't turn it on like that. It's either you have it or you don't have it. So like I said, you can't turn it off. You can't turn it on. It's either you have it or you don't have it. But it is serious. It's very, very serious. They have so many people out there. If you guys watch the news, you have a lot of women. I'm not saying this is the only thing that they do it for. I mean, they got other reasons. I don't know what their reasons are, but if it's a reason, hey, Queena, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Another reason for women who do this are people like, it's not even depression. It's just something. Hey, Lakeisha, how are you? Thank you for coming in. It's just something that they've gone through. Maybe they've been abused at a younger age, and they're going through something that is something that they never got help for. I don't know. I can't explain that part, but postpartum depression and going into psychosis, you definitely got to get help. Definitely got to get help for this. It is not something that you could just turn on, turn off. It's just, I can't emphasize on how much it is, and it can be deadly. Yes, you can hurt yourself or hurt your child. I wouldn't want to hurt my child, and like I said, I prayed that I never got it, and I thank God I never got it. I don't know how bad. I've never, like I said, I can't explain to you exactly every little step of it, other than what I'm reading and I'm hearing about it and people telling me about it, my friends telling me about what they went through. I've never gone through it. I have had 5 kids, and I thank God I never dealt with it, because it sounds horrible. It sounds like something I would never, ever want to go through, ever. And I know a lot of women don't want to go through it, but sometimes it just happens. It just does. Hey, Truth, how are you? Hi, Duva. Sorry. Truth Diva, how are you? Thank you for coming in. It just does. It just happens. And I don't know if anybody wants to come up here and talk about it or talk about anything to do with depression. It doesn't have to be the postpartum depression. You could also have depression, just depression in general. And that's another thing, like I just read, it does make it worse. Like if you've had depression and you go have a baby, you can get postpartum depression because your hormones are already out of whack. And all of a sudden, your chemical imbalance, it makes it even worse when you have a child. So, get help before you even have a child. If you've already had a child and you're going through this, get help. That's all I can say is get help. I'm going to drop the link. So if anybody wants to hop here, hop up. Hey, hop up. Thank you, Benz. I appreciate that. Thank you. So if anybody wants to hop up, hop up. Anybody is men, women, it doesn't matter because, hey, a man needs help to learn it, to know about it, and women who going through it. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Like I said, men and women can be, can get on the panel and talk about this. It's not something just women can go through alone. A man could be there for them. I never had it with my son, thank God, but I know a friend who went through it. So I went and got her baby a couple of days. She needed that time. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Help them. If you can help them, go help them. If your children are already older and they can actually be quiet when it, because you do have to have it quiet for the baby to get some sleep, so they can get their rest. But help them if you have that time. If you have that time and you have a child that's old enough to sit down and go watch a TV in the other room, and you could care for that child. And I mean, not a little child that's, where they might get into something. I mean, an older child that knows not to get in anything, because you don't want to end up having a situation where you're helping someone else and something happens to your little one. You don't want that. I mean, an old enough child to know better. And then you can go watch that person, your friend's baby, who, someone that needs help. I mean, I wish I could do it. Like I've done the CASA thing. That's a whole different thing. But I try to go do the CASA thing. I gave the wrong answer. So if you ever want to try to get into the CASA thing, I know you guys, I don't know if you guys know what it is, but it's for people who end up, having to go through the court system. So what you're doing is you take over for them. You basically care for the child, or you go talk to that child, and they're not in your care as in like a foster care, but you talk to them. So, and it is voluntarily. You don't get paid for that. And that's another thing. A lot of things people need to do is volunteer. Volunteer. If you guys can find someone who needs this child that needs care for while the mom goes through the depression and needs sleep. That's another thing. If they don't get enough sleep, they really can go through it a lot. It'll be a lot harder for them to go through it. For them not to get any sleep, it's worse. They need a lot of sleep. They need to get their rest. Just like a baby needs their rest, the mother needs their rest. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Regina. I appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, I watch my friend's kids to help her out. It's a lot. I don't see how she did it, honestly, in silent. Yeah. I mean, they do it in silent. That's why I put secret in my postpartum secrets. I mean, they don't tell it. They don't sit there and tell it. That's why a lot of people go through this alone and nobody knows about it. No friends, no family, because they feel like their failures as mothers, their failure as a woman to go through this. And they should not feel that failure. They shouldn't feel failure. They need their rest. They need to get seen. And if you could help them, like I said, help them. They definitely need the help. And it would be, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'd be really appreciative of it. Sorry about that. I'm going to drop the link again. We're going to be in here a little bit more, and then not going to be on too long. I'm trying not to do my lives like I used to, like 5 hours, 4 hours. I'm trying to make them a little shorter. And I want people to actually go and watch this. If I do it 2 3 hours, nobody's going to really watch this. If I do maybe a half hour to an hour and somebody needs the information, they can go and watch this video. And if they don't want to watch, if they don't have the time to watch the whole video, I can make a short of the video, which I don't know how I would make a short of it other than 30 minutes, 45 minutes. They can also get, the information off the internet. Hey, Regina, how are you? Thank you for coming in, darling.
I'm well, you knew. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Hey, chat. I just wanted to say that it's very important to pick your mate wisely when it comes to having children because you never know what you need from that mate. And if they're not there for you on that emotional level after you have had his child, then that makes everything worse.
Yes,
So yeah, you have to
that's
pick
100%
your
on that.
mates wisely. Yes.
150%. Because, like I said, I have a friend whose her husband is not very supportive. I had
Yeah.
to yell at him like a child. I'm not joking. When I tell you I had to yell at him like a child, I did. I yelled at him like a child because he's acting like a child. He's not there
Yeah.
for her. And I told him, I said, bruh, get off the doggone gaming system. Go help your wife. She's going through it. She's
I know
crying
that's
and you're
right.
over here playing video games. I'm sorry, but I was not trying to be in her business. But when I saw this with my own two eyes, it really hurt me. That's my friend. You're not going to do her like that. If you don't want
Yeah.
to be there for her, let someone else be there for her. Period.
They can be so insensitive
Yes.
sometimes,
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
And it matters because you need them then the most. If
Definitely.
you're yeah.
And like I said, I wasn't trying to be in their business, but sometimes you have to step in. You can't just keep your mouth closed all the time. And I know they probably say, oh, later on, they probably had a discussion. Yeah, she kind of got in our business. But you know what? I did talk to him like a child. And I did afterwards apologize. I said, I'm sorry I talked to you like a
Yeah.
child, but you needed it
Hmm.
because you're over
Yeah.
there playing video games and your wife's in there crying with all
Yeah,
her
she's
children
suffering.
by
She's
herself.
suffering.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And like I said, and if I ever felt like I stepped on somebody's toes, that would probably be the right time right there. But I'm glad I stepped on them toes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I went
glad.
over there. I have a friend, she's married.
Hmm.
And the man was working a lot and she was just over there just, suffering. And so I went and got that baby, and she needed the rest. And I brought that baby on home and loved on that baby,
Hmm.
and let her have some rest just to ease her mind for a while because the man just wasn't there,
Yeah.
emotionally or mentally.
Right.
And she
Right.
needed me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
And
sisterhood.
y-
Yeah. I try to,
definitely, that's awesome. That's awesome
yeah.
because I'm just glad. I know God knew not to give me postpartum depression because I did. I'm not even kidding. Pat myself on the back.
I
I
was
didn't
so
need.
happy you knew when I had my baby, honey. Wasn't no
I
depression
know
nowhere.
none of
I
it. I
kissed that
was.
boy so much.
Yes.
It's them
Oh,
cheeks and
yes.
them lips. Oh Lord.
Yes.
So
Hello.
I didn't have it, but I'm
Yes.
sensitive. Yeah, to the
Yeah.
ones who do have it.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Yeah, but with me it's like I never counted on my mom, my mother-in-law or anybody to come help me. I went and did it myself because I was more of a private. I've always been a private person. I still am, but I didn't need it. I didn't have to. I didn't need it. I just knew that God gave me the strength to deal with my children by
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, me too. Cause his father died, so I'm solo with him. But girl, please, I do what you do what you have to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My condolences. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
That had to been rough. I couldn't do that. I don't know what I would do without my husband because
I
he
know,
was there.
right?
He was there
Yeah.
150%, and I loved having him around, and I love having him now. Till this
Yeah.
day, he's the same way. He has not changed. He has
Well,
not
I'm
changed.
glad for you and happy for you because it's a
Thank you.
wonderful thing,
Yeah,
to
definitely.
to have a mate that's there and love you, and it's a real love affair. I love that. I love love.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just I don't know. I don't know how it would be if I had to go through that. I really don't. I really, really don't. It hurts me to see my friend going through it and other
I
people that
know.
have told me about it. It hurts me. It makes me want to cry for them. It's almost
I
like,
know. It does.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you feel like you're depressed when you're crying for them. You're not even crying for yourself. You're crying for
Right.
your friend. And then
Yeah.
I just had to step in. I had to step in. And I know that was stepping on their toes, but I was like, bruh, get off the system. Go help your wife. And then
Uh-huh.
like I said, I apologized after I was a woman about it, that I did
But
get
did
into
he
their
but did he
business.
do it? He got
Yes,
on
he
up.
did. Oh my
Okay.
God, did he
At
ever?
least
Because I
that,
was
you
like, wait,
know.
I even asked her, I said, is he up or is he still playing games? Because if he's still playing, I got a little more for him. But guess he got up. He got up. He got up and he fixed the kids' food and everything. When I tell you
Right.
he was
Do
doing things for
something.
himself and playing games, he went and fixed himself something to eat. Okay? Himself.
Okay.
Not for
Mm-hmm.
him and his kids, himself. Next
Yeah.
thing you know, he's asking her, so what do we want? What are you going to fix the kids? Excuse me? Oh, no, 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 no. You're going to get off that game and you're going to fix them something to eat. He
I
got
know
up and
that's
he
right.
fixed them some food. And then she was able to go relax because that's
Right,
what
help
she needed.
her. Yeah, she
She
need a little
needed it.
time to get herself together after that because when you have a baby, that's stress on the body like nothing
Yeah,
else. It
right.
really is. It changes everything. And I'm here to tell you it changes everything.
Yes, it does. It
Hmm.
does. It does. And if a woman out there, I'm telling you, women, if you guys are going through this, get help. Do not wait. So many like I'm watching the news and it hurts me to see someone hurt their child because they're mentally
Yeah.
have lost it mentally. Like I'm not saying, "Oh my god, they're crazy." No, they're depressed and they're not letting anybody know about it. That is
Exactly.
considered, they're keeping a secret from everybody. And then
Yeah.
there's a, just like that woman with the ones that she took them into the water with the van. I don't even know
Hmm.
what exactly made her do that, but I can see it being postpartum depression because she took all her kids, put them in the car, in the van, and took them into the water, into the beach water, like from the shore
Yeah.
into the
They be
water and trying to
suffering
drown
in silence. They
children.
don't say nothing. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? They just suffer and suffer. And then it gets so bad.
yes,
It hits the tip and then something happens.
yes.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous
And
and it's
there's a
scary.
trigger, and there's a trigger, and I'm sure, you know, I don't know what would trigger it, but there is a trigger that makes these women do this. There's got to be a
Yeah.
trigger, and I wish I knew so I could help people not have that trigger, but
Yeah.
I don't know what the trigger is. Why do
And
they
you
do
heard
that?
about the lady who drowned her kids. I think it was six of them or something, five or six
You're
of
talking
them.
about the one in the van, right? The one with the van, and she drove it
She
from the
drowned them in the
shore.
tub. In the tub,
Oh,
you know,
that was recent, right?
not too long ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Drowned
wow.
them in the tub.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's serious.
Wow. See, I'm not
Yeah.
going to be able to see that one because the ones that I saw, I think some of them made it. Some of them made it because they yelled and screamed as the car was going in. Well,
Yeah. Yeah. I
a
know
good
the one you talking
Samaritan,
about.
yeah, a good
Yeah.
Samaritan was able to help. I'm glad they were able to help because now she could get help and the children can be safe and sound, until it gets
Right.
better.
Because
Until
it
she gets better.
has to be something to know that your mama trying to kill you.
Yes,
Them
exactly.
babies, they gonna need some help after that. That's for sure.
Yeah. April said she cried. You're
Yeah.
talking about the lady with the bathtub. I heard about it, but I didn't dig deep into it
Yeah,
because,
Susan Smith. Oh
oh,
no, she the one that had the van, the kids in the van.
hmm,
Yeah, Sharon, Susan Smith.
that's sad. Wow, you guys remember the name? I don't remember the name. I would have to go look into it, but definitely, yeah, it's these people piss me off at the same time. And I know it's not them. I'm not going to say it's always not them. I'm not going to say that, because that's the same thing with men. They don't have postpartum depression, but they do things to their children.
Okay.
We'll never know what side of that brain that makes them go, "Oh, let me go do this to my child." We don't know. We
I
don't know what
know.
that
I can't
is.
even imagine that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I can't
Yeah.
even imagine putting my hands on my kids, let alone putting them 6 feet under. And I'd rather, like,
Right.
I'm not going to be the one to go before you. Okay. You're going to go I'm going to go and then you go. Okay. I'm going
Yeah.
to go before you is what I should have said. I did say that, but then, yeah. Okay. So I would go before you. You're not going
Yeah.
before me. And that's the same thing I told my husband. I said, I'm going before you because I don't know how to deal with
What?
not having a
That's right.
husband. I've been with you since I was
Yeah.
20 years old, 19 years old. Sorry. I met him when I was
Oh.
19 years old. We got married when I was 20. So basically, I've been with him like majority of
Oh.
my life. And I don't
Okay.
know what I would do without my husband. So
Okay.
I always tell myself, I'm going before you, bro. If you think you're going to get sick, nah, I'm getting sick before you. And I'm going down. I'm going. I'm going to be up there with Mr. Jesus. That's what I'm
So
going to
you
do.
ain't leaving me down here on this earth.
No, definitely not.
That's
Definitely
cute.
not. Thank
I
you.
love to hear that.
Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. He's my ride to die for real. He's my ride to die.
Okay.
And he keeps telling me he's gonna bury me. I told him, don't bury me. If I have to
You gonna
come back and
change your
haunt you,
relationship.
I told you, do not bury me. I said, just, I need you to cremate me and then put me out in the ocean where I need to be with the fish, because that's where I love to be, with the fish and the dolphins. Heck, if you find a
Oh,
dolphin, toss me right on top of that dolphin. Let me get a ride, whatever. But I'm not good. I don't want to be, I don't want to be 6 feet under with all those bugs going all through my crevices. I'm sorry. I really
okay.
don't. I'd rather
Oh,
be cremated and thrown into the ocean where I would
oh,
love to
okay.
be. I love the
Oh,
ocean. So, yeah.
all right, Miss You New Honey. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, me neither, Benz. I can't stand it either because I don't know what's triggering it. I get some of it is the postpartum depression, but it's not always postpartum depression. I'm talking years later. They could have been had help, and they go and take their little toddlers and they put them 6 feet under. I don't get it. I really don't get that. I really don't get it. I mean,
Yeah, it's horrible. It's
yeah,
horrible.
it is horrible. And I don't know if they could ever come out with what happens or why it happens or what's the reason behind it, but they need to come out with it real soon, or else there's going to be a lot of children that are not going to be found because they hiding bodies now too. They're being slick with it. It's like they're killing them and they're hiding them
Yes.
until they get found. They're hidden, and they're sitting there thinking their children are at home playing. The family thinks that, but they're actually no. They're somewhere dug in some dirt or something, like they're trash.
Right. Ooh, the thought of that make me crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really, really, really don't get it. I'm not gonna even excuse postpartum depression, because if you feel different than you did before you had your baby, go get help. That's on
Yeah,
you to go get that help. Stop making it and keeping it as a secret like it's a dirty thing. It's not a dirty thing. Go get
because
help.
it gets worse. It gets
Yes.
worse. Yeah.
Yes.
So you have to check it and get some help early because
Yeah.
it does get worse.
Yeah. Oh, she said carnation, my thing. Okay, so I think I don't know what she's talking about. I'm sorry, I missed something. But Queena said, "Me too. You knew I want to be cremated." Yes, for real, I do. I really do. I've been wanting that. But so yeah, like I said, I wasn't gonna be on here too long. I teach 12 babies daily. I would have um
I agree.
after their parents leave them with me. Six of them kids are wait, six of them are from parents I taught, so I'm thankful. Oh, okay. Okay, that's
Okay.
awesome. So basically, you got the
Mm-hmm.
generation babies. You go
Mm-hmm.
from one generation to the next. I'm sorry, I'm not a reader. As you can see, I stutter when I read. I don't read publicly. I could read like to myself, but to read publicly, it makes me very nervous. And I could be behind the screen and I still can't do it. I just can't. I don't know why, but I just can't. Can't do it. Yes, you knew. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Great.
you knew I enjoyed myself, and thanks for
Yes.
letting
Thank
me
you for
up.
coming up. I appreciate that. Oh, anytime.
Okay. All
Anytime.
righty.
Anytime.
All right. I'm dropping
Yes.
down. I'll talk to
Thank
you
you.
later.
Okay,
Okay.
sweetie.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye, baby. Um, I'm determined to break cycles. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. Has anybody else? Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna see what anybody had to say in here, and then I'm gonna go, you guys. Okay. So I see everyone saying hello, hello to everybody as well. Lorraine, if you're still in here, hop up here. Talk for a second. All right. And so, like I was saying, men, just please hold your wives. Give them some attention, affection when they're going through something. Even if it's not postpartum depression, even depression, they need you there for them. Same thing for men. Women, hold your men. Hold your men tight because you never know what they're going through. If you're not going through it, you'll never understand it. So I wish it's something it's that you could understand and put a rhyme and reason with it, but there isn't. Let's see. Hold on. I missed something, I think. I have experienced this big time. Wow. I'm sorry, perfect timing. I hope things get better. Hey, Miss Lorraine, how? Oh, I'm going to wait till she gets in here. Hey, beautiful, if you could hear me. Hi, sweetie. How are you? How you doing today?
You know, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Put a 1 in the chat. Oh, and by the way, I know this doesn't have anything to postpartum depression, but please do go. If you have not done so, please go sign a petition for Daniel Robinson, um, to put pressure on the law enforcement to take action to finding Daniel. Excuse me, I almost said David, but Daniel. So go to please help find Daniel.com.
Hey, you know,
Hey,
hey,
sweetie, can you
chat,
hear me now?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I hear you. Can
Yes,
you hear me?
yes, I
Yes?
can.
Okay. How are you, sweetie?
I wasn't reading anything. I was eating. I'm good. I was eating, so I wasn't reading. I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't reading. I wasn't watching. So, I heard some of the names that you called, and I'm surprised. You know that um, even Brooklyn cord cutters would be interested in postpartum depression. I know he's got grandchildren. I'm just surprised at the interest in it. But what I wanted to say was two of those incidents that were mentioned happened right here in South Carolina. Susan
Wow.
Smith had fallen in love with a man on her job that
Okay.
didn't want her because she
Okay.
had children. So she took them
Ah.
to the lake and let the car roll off into the lake off the pier, and said that a black man had kidnapped her children, had taken her car and kidnapped her children. And
Okay.
the other one was at that was in, I think, Manning, somewhere in
Mhm.
that area. And then the next one was at Myrtle Beach. The sister that was trying to drive her car into the ocean. So it's like it's almost something in the water around here that has these people doing that. And Susan Smith is still in prison, and you know she got pregnant again while she was in there. Yes, she did
She can't close them
by
legs.
one of the guards. Huh?
She can't close them legs. That's obvious. So basically,
But
she's over here falling in love with men and wanting to offer kids for the man. Like he
yeah,
doesn't
that's
want
what
you. He
happened with
doesn't
Susan
want you.
Smith.
You not having kids or having kids is not gonna make or break the man. You need to just let that go because you need to keep your kids who are gonna love you unconditionally, and that man will not. Or else he would take you
Yeah,
for you and your children. He would not just tell you, "Oh, I don't want no kids," after you've already fallen in love with him. No, you already knew about it. I'm sorry. You knew he didn't want kids. You just found the time to do something.
yeah,
If it's not postpartum, then
yeah.
guess what? I really don't forgive her for what she tried to do to her kids. She needs to be in prison. But having another baby, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on in this world. I really, really
Yeah,
don't get it.
there was something wrong with her to begin with. Yeah, just from the jump. But
So did they
I
try to
didn't
say it was
after.
depression for her or no? Did they try to say it was depression
No,
or did they just straight
no,
say it was about a man?
it was about a man, and both of them were toddlers. So she could have. It could have been long term because they were both in car seats. They were strapped
Yeah,
in their car seats, and and the thing lowered. She let it roll back into the lake, but it could have been something she was dealing with, and nobody knew, not even her husband. You know,
yeah,
he cried when when the children were supposed to have been abducted. You know, and then it was like he wanted to kill her after he found out what happened and how she lied. But the lady at Myrtle Beach, those weren't young children. So I'm trying to remember what happened. There was a failed relationship or a death in the family. I don't remember. It was a couple of years, few years ago. But yeah, having a baby is a serious thing. A
mhm,
serious thing. Your back gets out of whack. You end up with hemorrhoids. Your bladder's messed up, and then you got to deal with the hormones and everything too, and then no help. And who was the sister that was just up there? You said Melinda. Was that Melinda that was just up there
who?
with you?
Oh, that was Regina.
Um,
Regina Snow.
Regina.
Right
Regina.
here.
She
Regina,
said it's
right
a
here.
sisterhood. Okay, yes, and she's right. And we had talked
Yes.
about this. I think last week on Boss Man's show, and I was talking
Mhm.
about the things that sisters are supposed to do for one another. It started out talking about men having more than one wife, and the benefits to the woman and the benefits to the man. But the thing is that if I'm breastfeeding and I'm able to stay home, and you're breastfeeding, but you have to go to work, I'm supposed to be able to breastfeed that baby for you. We're supposed to have that type of connection, whether we live next door to each other or right across the street. But we're too disconnected as a community to do that. There's too
Yeah.
much competition, and then on the same hand, you got to worry about the ones that would rather have a strange man on their breast than breastfeed their babies, and then they got to
Right.
worry about what's in the formula that they're feeding the babies. So it's like we're so disconnected and so discombobulated that unless we come together as a community, help one another, go clean, go wash the dishes for the sister that just had a baby, go change diapers, get a baby a bath, bathe the other children if there's more than one in the house. We can't do it all. We try, and that's where
Yeah.
we break down mentally, I believe. Some
Yeah.
of us don't want to ask for help. Some of them aren't offered any, and it's sad. It's sad. But to think that women are killing their children and like I said, hiding them.
Yeah.
They just found a little boy, 5 years old in a suitcase. And Why would you do that? If you don't want them, you can take them to a church, leave them on the doorstep. You can take them to a fire station. You can take them to a hospital and leave them there. But you don't have to kill
Yeah.
them. That's like having a plate full of food and somebody next to you is hungry and you throw your food away because you don't want to give them any or don't want to share it. Give it to
Right.
somebody that wants it. Somebody that's hungry. Yeah, yeah. But I heard your bell, and I signed in, and like I said, I was listening. I was feeding my face, but I
Mm,
was listening, and I'm glad to see you got so many people, interested in the topic. People amaze
yeah.
me sometimes. They
Yeah.
amaze me. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
cord
I
cutters
see
got me thinking
a channel.
about getting a system for my grandson,
Oh shoot.
even if it's an old one, Atari. Yeah, but
Yeah,
anyway, like I
I'm
said,
trying, y'all. I'm
this is
trying.
very
I'm
interesting.
trying. Yeah, I'm trying. I got a little.
Yeah,
Somebody got a little
yeah.
upset in here. Sa got upset. Yeah, I couldn't say his the last name. I apologize, but yeah, he got upset and he said he'll never do it in my life because I didn't read his message. I mean his chat, but I didn't read anybody's because I was into what I was talking about. I was reading the whole time, like I couldn't even see what
Yes,
was going on because I'm on
yeah,
the other screen reading. I want to be able to see the words clearly, but he got a little upset. I apologize,
yes.
SA. I am so sorry, but it's fine. You
She's
know,
sorry.
I apologize. I'm not trying to be rude. Um, yeah, I'm not trying to be rude in any manner.
Okay. Well, let me finish my lunch, and it was good
All
to see
right.
you, and glad to see
Oh
everybody in the
yeah,
chat. I'm
definitely.
gonna
Thank
go
you.
down.
Appreciate you coming. But yeah, I'm about
Okay.
to get off too and go find
Okay.
this person and go make an apology. Okay, let's see. What did I miss? Does anybody want to come up? I'm gonna stay on for another like not even 6 minutes. Sharon, if you would like to come up, thank you for coming. Being here, I appreciate you. Benz, thank you for coming. April, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Queena, thank you. Let's see. Um, yeah, you too, Benz. I'm sorry I didn't see that. Let's see. I'm determined to break the cycle. Yes, 100%. Okay, let's see. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. Lakeisha, thank you for coming in. Queena, thank you for coming in. April, again, thank you. Benz, thank you. Let's see who else is in here now. Uh, Shrinking Sharon, thank you for coming. Go Professor. Uh, dog, doggone right. It's about time someone said men go through things such as anyone else. Thank you. You knew. Oh, you're welcome. That must have been what I was saying. Any Don Diva, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Brooklyn, thank you for coming in. Go Professor, thank you for coming in. Jazzy, thank you for coming. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. If anybody, whoever's in here, put a one in the chat. And like I said, SA, I apologize. I will go look for your name in my. I'm sure, pretty sure I'm subscribed to you as well. Hey, D Love, how are you? I didn't even see you. Gosh, see, I'm gonna have to start reading like the chat right away because I missed a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is sad. You got. Can you guys see my comments? Yes, I'm sorry. Go, Professor. I apologize if you're in here. I'm so sorry. We can definitely see your chat in here. Yes, I wasn't reading. I'm sorry. Let's see. D Love, Lorraine, we need to help each other. Yes, definitely. 100%. No matter what. Definitely. Without being asked, see and need, feel need. Yes, definitely. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know if someone had blocked me. People have been mad at a brother for an odd reason. Go, whoop, not in here. We can see you. And if you're still in here, thank you for still being in here. Let's see. Sorry about that, Go Professor. Yeah, you just kind of have to ignore some people or just whatever. Yes, you weren't reading any more comments at the time. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I really feel bad. I definitely have to go and find him and apologize because I'm not that kind of person. I don't ignore people. And thank you guys for staying in here so long. Hello, T. How are you? Thank you for coming. I missed you in there as well. I'm just letting everybody know I see you now because at first, like I said, I was not reading comments because when I get into see, if I'm doing a story, it's a little different because I'll be just talking about it and then I'll see the comments. But I was in my other, uh, my other search bar, whatever you want to call it, and I didn't see him. So I feel really horrible. It's okay. Better late than never. I am late. Uh, gonna have to watch the replay. Oh, it's okay, D Love. I appreciate you anyway. Appreciate you for coming. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, so D Love's in the house. Shrinking Sharon's in the house. We know the Nightbot's in the house. Brooklyn, how are you? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being in here. You knew I was coming, swooping. Oh, okay. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Let's see. Brooklyn Brooklyn Cord Cutter. Can I speak today? My channel, the same. Y'all find me. Okay. Yeah, and if you're in here, you can actually put UK in here, and the bot will put your channel in here as well. So just put UK, and it should put your information in here. Okay, so I'm done with going all the way down. So whoever's in here, like I said, that is not what I was trying to do. I wasn't ignoring anyone. SA, if you're still in here, I apologize. Let's see. I hope it works. If it doesn't work, I'll go and see if I can fix it. And if anybody has a live coming up, I believe you said Shrinking Sharon, who's going to be live at 5, you said? There we go. It's working. Okay, cool. Whose live is there? Because if you want, you could put his link in here. And that way I can go and see it at 5 o'clock Eastern time, I think it was. So that would be like 4 o'clock my time. The Butcher. Okay. Thank you. So you guys, he'll be live at 5 Eastern time, correct? Okay. Let's see. Who else is in the house? Because, yep, I'm about to get off, and I want to show you guys a little something before I go. A little bit about postpartum depression. And you guys know my motto is tell the truth, because y'all have a great day, but tell the truth, you guys, or this will come out. Oh, wait, wait. Hey, Dolphin fam, I have merch. It's a metal cup with a straw. You can drink hot and cold out of it. And the writing you knew is in glow in the dark. You get a free gift. And who wants to purchase it? Okay. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. SA, I'm sorry if you don't come back. I understand, but I do apologize. And thank you everyone for coming in. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to leave with this here. Give me 1 second. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the compliments. And I will be doing more of these kind of things, these discussions. And I would love for Octavia, Shrinking Sharon, Benz, whoever wants to come up and join me on the panel. I would appreciate it. I would love to have you up here at any time. My panel's always open to all you guys. Thank you for being part of the Dolphin family, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.